Hello and welcome to Delta Blues Mondays. This is lick number 11. And I hope you've been enjoying these weekly videos. Every Monday I'm posting up a Delta Blues lick. I guess it's not strictly Delta Blues. I had a comment on Facebook saying that when am I going to get out the slide? Because Delta Blues is obviously so much about the slide. Well, the bad news is I'm not very good at slide, so I thought I'd just show you some of the fingerstyle stuff instead. Anyway, so this lick is again based on the next 4 bars of a 12-bar blues. So instead of the first 4 bars, this is like the sort of the second third, I guess. So we're in the key of A, and this is when you go to the 4 chord for 2 bars, and you go back to the root for 2 bars. So yeah, let's get on with it, shall we? So we've got this in the bass. So for the 2 bars of D, we're going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So that rhythm's quite fun. Just make sure you get that sort of muting on the second hit, so it kind of cuts itself short. You don't want that ringing on really. I kind of based that on a Robert Johnson tune. And then it obviously goes to A, so you just switch to the A string. So I'd probably recommend just kind of playing that over and over again until that rhythm becomes a bit more sort of comfortable under your thumb. So then in the fingers, we've got this rhythm. So I'll just play you the first bar. So what's going on there? So we've got that D to begin with on the thumb, and then on the second hit of that thumb, at the same time we're playing a high E. That's the open E string. So as a bit of a tip, I'd recommend just putting your first finger on the 2nd fret G string, and then your second finger on the 3rd fret B string. That's kind of like a D5, I guess. Well, it is a D5. And then that just kind of makes your fingers ready for the next bit. So we're going D, then E. And then we got this lovely lick where it hammers on to the E flat, down to the C, down to the A. And that's quite good fun really. So you keep that second finger where it is and the first finger it is. You hammer on with the 3rd finger on the 4th fret of the B string and pull off. Then that little pinky comes out and plays on the 5th fret of the G string. And then let go of that, releasing to the 1st finger on the 2nd fret G string. Get the idea? Yeah? And then that little pinky goes back to the 5th fret G string, and this is on beat 3, and you're going 3 E and. So you're kind of returning back to that 5th fret. That rhythm. And then on beat 4, you're letting go to that 2nd fret, so the 1st finger's still there, and just by itself you're going A, G, A, or 4 E and, yeah, so you're going. And you can add that little hammer on if you want. That's quite good fun. And then we're moving into the 2nd measure, where you got that D by itself. And now we've basically got the same lick, but we've shifted it all sort of to the next beat. So we're kind of making everything on the and now. So instead of it being on the and of 1, this is now going to be on the and of 2. So 1 is just going to be 1 and, just the thumb by itself. And then that E, it's going to happen on the 2nd and. 1 and 2 and. So then the lick comes in on beat 3. So this is a really good way of making any lick kind of last. So if you've got something good and you want to kind of use that, so 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, just use the same thing but start it on the offbeat. 1 E and a, 2 E. That sort of idea. You get that a lot in jazz. blues. It's a really good tip. So we go on the and of 2, that E, and then on the 3, that thumb is now being used because it's on beat 3. Like that. And then that ACA thing, or CAC, is kind of changed, so you get that high A, and that's on the 5th fret of the E string. So that's it. And then we're moving into the measure 3, where you just got A on the root, on the beats 1 and 3 again. And then this time the CAC lick is now with an A in the bass. But instead of going A, G, A, you're going down just to the A. The rhythm's subtly different. It's 2 and. So you're going 1 E and 2 and. 1 E and 2 and. And then the 3 and, you're going from the C to the D. So that's again little pinky and second finger. And that's it. So you got this, measures 3 and 4 is this. 3, 4, so A, and then you go in. Yeah, and that's it. So the whole thing maybe 2 or 3 times. 3, 4. And again. And there we have it, Delta Blues lick number 11. I hope you like it. There's a free tab down there. Subscribe to my channel, share, give me a like, give me a comment. It's always nice to hear from you all. Have a good one, guys. Cheers.